bring me up. Moderator was talking to us.
Yeah.
She said, I remember them Arabs when they come around. It was a pleasure one time, you know.
Yeah. It was a pleasure, you said?
Oh yeah, man.
Yeah.
Everybody, when you do things you want to do, it's always nice, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I decided to be an Arab, you know. I don't have any regrets about it. I've never got up once in my life to being mad, didn't want to go to work. I always look forward to that.
So you think, is there a good living in it? Can you make a good living doing this?
Yeah,
Still?
I raised 6 children doing it, you know, at the time.
Yeah. You think you can raise 6 children now, though?
No, sure you can raise, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, sure. Put your mind at, you know, just like going to work.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a lot of work, though, right?
It's like get up in the morning, put your clothes on or whatever, go. Yeah, your heart got to be in it, though, that's all.
But I think people are amazed at young people today living in the world of like modern technology, computers, video games. Have the world of horses will be so far removed from that. How are we still dealing with horses in the city? I mean, people will be, because it hasn't survived in any other city.
Right, it's the oldest city, yeah.
Yeah. So you think like what?
Well, it's still a place to put wagons, horses to work in the city. Sure.
Yeah. But why here? Why in Baltimore? Why do you think Baltimore of all the cities?
Like it says, a tradition of it, you know, and people still got that same habit, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, same feeling.
But you're like the root of that tradition. I mean, if you don't get this thing set, this could all die. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, yeah, without you, who knows how long this would even be around?
Well, like I say, my children, they love it. You know, my sons, they're interested in it. You know.
Yeah.
You know, as long as I can keep hope alive, you know.
But what I'm saying is, there's a reason why the task force got to the point that they got here to make the citations. And the next steps, I don't know what they are because I can't answer for that. And Andrea's from planning. Those folks need to be here, but it's my understanding it was a 14-day eviction notice, not a 14-day correction, a 14-day eviction. And so that's what we gotta, as I understand, that's what needs to be discussed and what you all are gonna do to, I guess, vacate.
Where we supposed to go?
That's up to you. If you have other stables you can take them to.
Where? The city has taken all the stables.
I can't answer that. I'm just saying we'll work very hard to work with the task force to see what we
Y'all
can
understand
do.
that the city is what who put us in?
Yes, I'm aware.
You know what I'm saying? They put us in. You know what I mean? This was a spot they relocated us to. And it was like this when they did it, you know what I mean? It was just like this, so it's fair for them to just dump us in this situation, you know what I mean? All right, they already knew the building wasn't no good when they put us in.
When did you move here?
Over 10 years ago. I say over 10.
Have you done any maintenance to the
Yes,
building?
we did. We fixed whatever you see in there to hold the building up is what we've been doing the whole time. You know what I mean? If we see something happening, we fix it. Or try to, you know what I mean, patch it up. Because it's supposed to have been temporarily here anyway, you know what I'm saying? So right now, they just put us here, and now they got a whole bunch of codes and violations that was here already, you know what I mean? We was in a place where we didn't have no codes and violations at. They brought us here and then say, now y'all got all these violations, y'all got 14 days, go do what y'all gotta do with y'all horses. Y'all can get rid of them or we can come take them from y'all. That's not fair at all.
This is a dangerous building. I'm not a building inspector, but half of the bricks are missing there. I mean, this could fall apart any day.
I hear the concerns. I mean, the concerns is valid, but at the same time, this is livelihood of people that's been doing this for 70, 80 years. So what do we do? I mean, all of a sudden we say in seven days you don't have a livelihood, you're out of business. This is an industry we've been talking about as one of the last of a national industries. That's the last city in the country that has this. And we've been trying to preserve it as a part of our historic industry here in the city. So it's some things I wish we need to get everybody together, like Jennifer said, the people that can make these decisions.
First, I want to thank all of you for coming. The mayor's words to us is the importance of preserving the important and rich traditions of the Arabers in Baltimore City. I got one call last night after it was on the news. It was from my mother, who remembers the Arabers where she grew up in Mount Washington. I said, they went out to Mount Washington? She said, yes, they did. And that she said, we have to preserve that tradition. The mayor agrees we need to preserve that tradition. It is something that we value, and I have to say it's something that is integral in the redevelopment of Pennsylvania Avenue. I just want to add or emphasize, every report we've gotten is that these horses are in excellent condition, and they've obviously been cared for. And this is not about the condition of the horses at all. This is about the condition of the building and safeguarding the horses and their caregivers. I also wanted to just emphasize again the Maryland Jockey Club. We contacted them yesterday, and Georgine Hale, I believe, has been very helpful and is willing to help us, particularly as the commissioner mentioned. The goal would be to bring the horses back to Pimlico on Maryland Jockey Club property with a separate gate that would be accessible, and the horses would be stabled there for about a month while we have the opportunity to find a permanent solution. Questions?
Yeah, I'm from the Araber Preservation Society. We've been working with Araber since 1994. So every time the city closes a stable for urban planning, they decide that the stable isn't consistent with their plans for development. And we've been told this about Retreat Street Stable as well. We've heard the carrot on the stick. Every time they close a stable, they say, we're going to build you a new facility, a beautiful facility. Don't worry, nobody's going to lose work. But every time, they haven't done it. They were going to build one in the west side. It didn't happen. They were going to build a big shed next to the Avenue Market. Oh, the Arabers can all park their wagons. Great news, wonderful. I'm a little bit skeptical about this new location. There is a location. It's Retreat Street. There's problems with the building. Fix the building. It's not consistent with plans for development. There are no plans for development in that neighborhood. But if you're going to condemn it for eminent domain, we've been through that.
Let me say something for a minute. I do know about this. I know about this because I lived it, and most of you know I have. My father and my cousins, my uncles all were Arabs. And your brothers? My brothers, they still are. And so I know about this. And so when I first heard about this from Dr. Sharpstein, the first impression I had, oh, this is not just about Arabs, this is an economic base for my people. And I feel obligated to let you know today I'm not going to let that be destroyed. I'm a part of this administration, but I also have an obligation to the people who do this every day to make a living. My father died on a horse and wagon, so I'm not talking about something that I don't know about. I know about this. And so let me tell you this. One of the things I'm dedicated to do, as my commissioner has said, is to find you a place that's capable where this kind of problem will not occur again. Obviously, I'm heartbroken today, because I know what you go through every day. I remember going down to Marketplace and to the fish market and all that history that we all have in our hearts. I remember jumping from wagon to wagon with Popeye and Shad and all that. I remember all of it. So this is not something that I don't know about. I know about what you feel, and I haven't forgotten. You know, I may wear a suit and tie, but I still walk this neighborhood every day. And my family still lives in this community. So the bottom line is, I have a passion for this. And so you have my word today. As long as I have breath in my chest, as long as I'm part of this administration, we're going to do all that we can, all that we need to do to make sure you have a location that is suitable so this won't happen again.
It's a hurting thing to see something that you've been involved with for so many years to leave. It just is unreal. Are you seeing anything real about it? You know what I mean? That's just like you got a business. You got a business that you brought up from the ground. And tomorrow somebody tell you, you got to close your business down. That ain't nothing to smile about. And that's unreal.